Excellent. Welcome to the call, guys. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Sunday evening. We've been getting some beautiful weather. It's been a nice little end of summer, maybe kick into the fall with a lot more golf weather, which would be excellent.
I'm not muted, am I?
No. There we go. All right. So now that we're all under control, tonight's call is all about goals, why they're important, why you should do them, what it leads to, my own personal goals, some references that I found online, and just overall the appropriate goal setting approach, I guess, to your day, to your month, to your year. So with that being said, I am going to share my screen right away and show you some stuff. Okay. I'm sure you guys can see it because it says it's sharing. So neuroscience explains why you need to write down your goals if you actually want to achieve them. Guys, this is key because goals are just ideas until you write them down. I've talked about this before, but this is just a cool little thing here. It's not a big number. You might think, oh, wow, that's not very much. But people who vividly describe or picture their goals are anywhere from 1.2 to 1.4 times more likely to successfully accomplish their goals. Guys, all you have to do is vividly describe or picture it. And you're already going towards being more successful than not. So that is a really cool thing just to get you started. So starting by thinking about them and just not going through life through the motions and stuff like that, right? We often get caught in this rat race where we're just like, okay, I gotta wake up, I gotta drink my water, I gotta have my coffee second, I gotta get in my car, I gotta drive down the road, I gotta stay on the the right side of the road, I've gotta turn left here, gotta go there, and I'm gonna park in the same spot I park every single day, I'm gonna eat the same lunch I eat every single day, and then I'm gonna go home at the exact same time, and I'm gonna shut my computer down, and I'm gonna go home and go sit on the couch. We get caught up in this stuff and we don't think about anything except that daily routine that has us repetitively, for lack of a better term, pissing our life away. So anyways, this is very important for you guys to start in this spot, visualizing and then describing what it looks like. When you start doing that, your second step is to actually write them down. Tell a friend, post it publicly, get it out there into the universe. There's someone that usually watches the calls or maybe gets on the calls with Tracy. She's very much connected to energy, and you'll see her stuff. She, she's always tagging me in things that are all about energy, and it has everything to do with getting it into the universe. So what you actually put out there, it will find its way if you meant it. If you just put it out there, the universe knows better than that. If you don't really want it, it's not going to serve you, is what it is. So you have to be meaningful, and you have to take action. Right? So that's the next step after you write it down. You have to start creating steps to create the action that it takes to get your goal. So if your one goal is, well, let's just go here. I'm going to skip right into my goals. It's funny that we put this up today, and I totally didn't plan this, but we have exactly 100 days left in the year, including today. And I don't think I have my one book. I think it's downstairs, but it's it's a journal that's basically 100 days. And what it tells you to do is just consistently do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again for 100 days, write in this journal, get it all done, and make sure you take action each and every single day, then reflect upon it. So it's one of those things that I'm going to actually make an attempt, because I'm terrible at it. I don't see it. I thought I had it there, but I'm really terrible at sticking to it. So I might try to actually stick to it this time because of how cool it is. 100 days, so happen to have this topic. But then let's go to my goals here. So work out 40 times over 100 days. That's not bad. That's giving myself rest time. It's giving myself time to run the business, be with the family. You're going to see sometimes, oh, she's here. Look, we're going to mute her though. So it gives me enough time to really plan out everything and work out a minimum of 40 times. So 40 times, 100 days, it's not bad. Okay, I want to shoot a 69 before the year is done. What that is to me is 200 par at my home course, but it just tells me that I can do it. I have never been in the 60s since a very long time ago. I've done it once, 68, and it was at a course that is not very hard compared to the course that I'm at now. So that's a goal of mine. Reach 150 monthly members at the gym. I would like to eclipse that number, obviously before the end of the year, but I'm giving myself until the end. I want to deadlift 300 pounds again. I could probably do it right away, but it might get me injured. So I want to do it safely. I want to book a golf trip. I don't care when it happens. Just try to book it before the end of the year, not necessarily go on the end of the year. I'll be traveling through the winter time, maybe early spring, just something that I can look forward to for all the hard work that I put in. Book a family trip, even if it's a day trip, take the kids somewhere. I want to do something that isn't restricted to the mindset of like, oh, we have triplets, it's tough, it's hard, oh my gosh. I got him into the car today. Andrew shit right when I got into the van. I got 2 kids in the car. I can't go back in the house because I got kids in the car in the driveway and it's a crazy world and they just, not cool. Changed them right on the seat in the front. Got shit on the front seat, wiped it up. Good thing for leather. And away we went. Went for a drive. So book a family trip. It's not that hard, but it takes just planning. Coach more clients online. So talk to more of you guys online. That's included of like personal training clients online, things like that. I just want to try to tap into it more for the downtime that I do have. I can touch base with those clients. I think it'd be a cool way to enhance the business offerings. I'm going to meal prep more often. I kind of always do it on the fly because life is a little bit crazy. And yes, I see it. Everybody gets into those modes. I'm going to do it more often. I'm not going to say how many because if it doesn't happen, I don't want to beat myself up about it. I want to create a positive workspace at home that stays clean. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys see some nice clean white doors behind me, but everything around me is not necessarily tidy. So I'm going to make sure that this stays clean. I'm going to post some stuff and print some stuff so that even anybody around me sees that, and maybe it will help to like create, this is a no dumping zone almost. And then the last one there, complete my mortgage license, which I'm enrolled in, and then write 5 deals before the end of the year. So I'd like to help people financially. I've always had this connection to it. As most of you know, if you've talked to me closely, I've done quite a few years in the banking world. It is fun to do it on my own terms. It wasn't so much fun doing it without any creativity and kind of working for the man, but it's one of those things that doing it on my own and in my own time with no pressure is something I would enjoy. And I want to tie it to like financially being, like by being fit financially to be able to do this stuff, offer great advice around that kind of stuff. So it's just a cool little thing on the side that I'd like to get done before the end of 2019. In no particular order are these going to happen. Obviously, playing golf has to happen before the snow flies, so that one's sooner than later. But I've written them out. They're in the universe now. It's very, very, very important that you now have an understanding when you write them down that it's time to move. You got 100 days left. Do a 100-day calendar. Do anything that creates a plan of action, and I promise you're going to start checking off a bunch of these goals. This was inspired by, I follow a lot of different pros and stuff like that. This one on the golf tour, they do a lot of this, like a lot of the players do this. So Justin Thomas, he's one of the greatest golf players right now. He's one of the youngest, and he just crushes it. So anyways, he just does this very simple list here: make tour championship, puts a yes that he did it. Over 2019, make the President's Cup, finish top 10, win at least 3 times, win FedEx Cup. And he's honest, right? He's like, no. Be in the final 2 groups of 2 majors, no. Make every cut, no. Top 10. Like, look at all the no's that are on his list. This is normal. I wanted to point this out because it's normal. There's so many things that you actually won't accomplish, and that's okay because we're not robots. We're not, just programmed and you can achieve anything. It's something that takes time. It isn't going to come to you always over 1 year. It's like someone wants to lose 200 pounds. Well, I'm telling you, it's going to take you longer than a year. So don't put it, I want to lose all 200 pounds in 6 months. You know what I mean? Be realistic, but stretch it. And don't be upset when you don't hit them. So this is very cool. If I were to tell you how much money this guy made doing just a few of these things, it's incredible. Obviously, the platform's a bit different, but when we are more successful, more things come to you, whether it be financially, mentally, physically, whatever. Any of your goals will deliver something that you'll be proud about. So really cool thing there. And then it goes back to the neuroscience. Like, this is actual neuroscience that explains why you're more likely to achieve when you write things down. Okay, so the human body, I'm just going to post this link because it's in depth and it talks about a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to share this link. It's a cool read. All right. So goal setting, stop sharing. I'm going to unmute Lisa.
Yes.
Remember when we talked about your goals?
Yes.
Your retirement goals and all that kind of stuff. Where are we at now?
2.5 days.
How many?
2.5.
2.5 days. You're having a half day this week?
Well, yeah, because I decided not to go in on Monday, and then I have Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm going in Thursday, and I told them, don't give me any phone calls, and I'm leaving at lunch. So 2.5 days.
2.5 days. This is a really cool week that we talk about this too then. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I didn't write down when you were retiring. I didn't do it. So this is completely me saying, really cool week. You're retiring this week. That's impressive.
Yep.
And you set that goal. Remember when you set that goal?
Yeah, I had signed up to do the half marathon and the bike ride, and that's when it all started.
Right. And
that was all part of it.
Where are we at with your goals?
Well, I did the half and I did the bike ride. And actually, I had a huge non-scale victory today.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I bathed Sam, which takes 4.5 hours. Just giving him a bath is a backbreaker, because I do it in my stand-up shower. I don't have a proper bathtub for him.
Right.
And bathing him, I normally come out of the shower with a broken back. But I think from all the boot camps and everything that I'm doing in the squats and everything, I didn't have that. So I know I'm getting stronger.
Wow, that is very impressive.
I was happy about that. Yeah.
So this is a big week for you. So you got that under your belt. You know consistency trumps all.
Yeah.
And you get to retire this week. And you set all these goals quite a few months ago, but I remember you weren't so sure, but you set them anyways.
Yes.
Here we go. It's really cool, guys. Honestly, congrats to you. That is a big deal. You're accomplishing one of your greatest goals. Everyone starts a job and they say, I can't wait till I retire. I'm pretty sure everybody's said that. I've said it. And
yeah.
It's pretty cool when it actually happens. You don't think it's true because everything around you says it's going to be more expensive, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. But very good. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jesse and Mark, will you unmute yourself?
We're unmuted.
How about yourself? Can you tell me what you told me before we went on record about your challenge?
Well, when the challenge started with the 5,000 squats, I told myself, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get that 5,000. That's a huge number. And now I'm like, there's absolutely no way I'm not going to let myself get those 5,000. I am going to reach that goal. And so I won't let myself stop.
So what do you think it's going to take for you to push to that end?
For myself, I'm just trying to look at the day and like break it up. So I don't look at it like, oh my gosh, that's 200 squats. Personal victory was yesterday, 175 in one sitting. I'm not going to lie. I was very proud of that. Just like push my body and see what it can do, and then make sure I'm making the time to do it.
That is excellent. So when you write down, are you writing anything down actually? I should ask that first.
I have written it down. So I write down, like my girlfriend and I, it's funny that all of my goals have kind of aligned with the Fit Club 500 goals. So we were doing a week, which I started on Saturday, of no sugars, no pasta, none of that. And then that challenge started this past week.
Yeah.
So I wrote that down. And then
do we have a leak in our system, Allison? Is there a leak? A little early? That's good. That's good stuff. So you're already ahead of us on that, and that's going well.
Yep. And then I write down how many squats I want to get done in a day, because I'm trying to push myself to be more than what the goal is each day. That way I don't feel on day 30, oh my God, I'm behind so many. I've got a little buffer that I'm going to hit that 5,000. And if I go beyond, that's just even better.
So wait a minute, you're banking squats right now?
Yes. And I know if Angie listens to this, she's going to call me a cheater. I'm not a cheater.
You're banking squats. You can't bank squats.
How am I not? I'm pushing myself to the 5,000. I'm still meeting every day the goal.
Never seen a squat savings account. Never seen it.
Well, this is a first for everything then.
You know what? I'm cool with that. If you get 5,000 done before 30 days, that's even an accomplishment in itself. So cool. That's good to go. You can save your squats in your bank account, even though you feel them every single day. That's pretty awesome. Now, can you reflect? Is Mark there, or is it just you?
No, Mark's here.
I'm here.
Mark, you've posted a really ridiculous transformation picture. I know it was spread over 2 years, but when exactly did you dig in to your goals?
About a month before we joined you guys. June, yeah.
So you've seen primarily the most results since June to now. So the time frame is even shorter.
Absolutely, yes.
So we're September 22nd. Oh, it's 3 days before my mom's birthday. Don't forget that. And you've basically shrunk from size what to what?
52.
I was anywhere between a 50 and a 52, and I bought some pants a couple weeks ago that were 42, and they fit.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. It's kind of sinking in. It is quite a bit, yes.
Yeah, and if you were to describe week 1 versus last week mentally, can you recall how you felt?
Like week 1 from when I started, or from when I joined you guys?
Both. They both probably were pretty shitty.
Well, when we first started, it was really hard, like extremely hard, just the eating, because that's what we started. And then when I started with you guys just killed me for the first month. So, like at first, we were just talking about it. I could only do like 40 minutes. Now I can do the full workout, no matter who's there, right? So,
You know, that's funny you bring that up, because I recall the time that I was teaching, and you guys just left.
did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that day. No.
Yeah, you walked out after your lovely lady there. Jesse was like, I'm done. We're out.
Okay.
And I just went, okay.
Yeah.
And it was cool, because I envy people like that, because you guys don't push past your limits and your current abilities. There's a lot of people out there that push past, and they will either get injured or they'll actually just feel defeated, and then they won't come back. So without you knowing, or maybe you did know or were aware of it, you probably did a great thing then to be able to continue on this path now. And it goes to show the process is a building process. It's not something that just happens all at once, and you guys are very well aware of that. And if that's something that you could share to other people, I think that's going to be the most valuable piece of advice that you can give to somebody that's maybe in your shoes when you started.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's just telling them that, because a lot of people don't realize that. They know it's hard work. They know it's going to take a long time, but they actually don't believe it. They don't believe that they can do it. So both of you are buzzing around the club. I hear people commenting about, oh, who's that couple? Who's those, and they keep asking. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Jesse and Mark. They are smashing it. So kudos to you guys. Keep writing your goals down. I'm pretty pumped to see where this ends up. You guys are smashing out, and I owe you some stuff when you hit that size, right? I think it was a 36.
I think so. Yeah, you said you had some clothes for me.
Yeah, I got a whole wardrobe that can save you hundreds of dollars. So,
No golf shorts though, eh?
no golf shorts. You don't have to wear them golfing.
I do want to interrupt, though. I'm going to say the environment that Fit Club actually has, and the people that are in Fit Club have helped us tremendously from when we started, because it's overwhelming when you first walk in, especially at the size that we have started and the fitness level that we had. And if it wasn't for your team as well as the members, I don't know if we could have stuck with it as long as we have and been as comfortable as we've been.
That's pretty cool. I really appreciate that. That's why we opened the doors. That's why, and I know this coaching call isn't just exclusive to Fit Club members. It goes bigger than that. But at the same time, we are a community. And that's a perfect segue to what I wanted to talk about next. It's where we are more successful when we group ourselves together in a community that is like-minded or like-driven. And you can be successful on your own. It's not to say that you won't be. It's just that when you create that culture and you have people like yourself, and you have people like Lisa, Allison, Tracy, Candace, all the instructors, Robin, the list is very, very long. It just makes for an easy transition for a lot of people. And I can say that the one limitation that everybody has coming in the door isn't the place, it's what's in your own mind before you start. It's like, well, I don't know anybody here. They're all going to be fitness people, all that kind of stuff. I think that translates to every single person that's never set foot in a gym like this before for the very first time. And then you decide, okay, well, which gym is best for you based on what you try, and then you find a home. But no, I really appreciate that. It is exactly why we try to help people and create that environment so that everyone can be successful. And we've all come from a different place. We've all, even on this call, we see, 5 people, and everyone's story is very much different, but our goals are all the same. We want to move more, move better, be stronger to be able to do the things that we want to do in life. We don't live to work out. We work out so that we can live a better life. So there you go. That's really cool to hear from you guys. I don't really have much more to say on the goal side of things. I just think that everybody needs to write it down. Everybody should be printing it. So I'm going to show you. I've already printed mine. Right, I'm going to print a second copy to place at just to carry it with me at all times, so it's easy to access. And then I'm going to have it on my computer. So that's one thing that you want to do. I'm going to quickly screen share one more document that I just found on Microsoft Word, which I thought was cool. So this is just more around food. So let me go back to it. This is a cool little chart so that people don't restrict themselves. So this is just generic. They pop these numbers in on a template. So the goal is eat 1,400 calories a day or whatever it may be, right? Month of, here's all your weeks, check boxes. And then down here, they're like rip tabs of all your favorite things. So it's setting up great habits and then allowing yourself outside of the norm or outside of restriction, have a little bit of stuff. I know we've had these challenges and we've restricted ourselves for the week and that kind of stuff, but honestly, like, this is a really cool thing. And then over here, just your own direction. So this is something that is just a template that I can save and I'll upload it to the group as a file. And it's something that people could use for their food, just to be able to track kind of when and where they have their fun things. And then you can even use it as more of an analytical form based on reflecting back at, oh, this was a good week. I saw some, really good wins in my body composition throughout the month of September, October, whatever it may be, right? So anytime you can track something, it's only going to give you more statistics that you can draw from. And if you want to know anything about numbers, Jeremy McCall in the group, he is numbers driven, loves numbers. It's an addiction for him, and it drives him to even more accomplishments. So numbers don't lie, guys. More things you track, more success will be had. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I appreciate all of you guys. I thank you for joining the call, and put it out there. Put it on a piece of paper. Put it in the universe. Post it. Make it public. Set your goals and go out and crush them. If you just keep them inside, no one knows. And I always say, if no one knows what you want in life, no one can deliver what you want in life for you. Just creates an extra chance for you to get what you want. So put it out there. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Lisa, pour your water. Get it done. Jesse, drink your water. It's the same flavor tonight as it was tomorrow, and it will be going forward. So anyways, thanks for joining. Have a good night.